Right, and obviously, the districts have been redrawn through redistricting, so that's impacting as well. We've seen some early returns, in Texas 28, where Henry Cuellar is the incumbent from Laredo. His opponent, Cassie Garcia, seems to be having an early lead. Obviously, it's very early, a lot of votes to be counted, but that is something significant for the incumbent. And also in Texas 15, Monica de la Cruz has opened up an early lead on her opponent, Michelle Vallejo. Obviously, this is and then in the third race down there, Vicente Gonzalez, who is an incumbent but has moved over to challenge Myra Flores, who was elected in a special election, the Republican. We haven't seen any specific results yet there, but that's going to be a tight race. These are all races that it's an area that Democrats have traditionally fared well in, but obviously issues like the economy, border security have seemed to really kind of resonate with a lot of voters there in terms of giving Republicans a lot of confidence.
And Republicans have had confidence, Ian, obviously, but I'm curious whether they thought that they would be running away any more with it so far, 45 minutes after polls closed here.
Yeah, well, there's still a lot of votes to be counted. I think they're still feeling confident. I mean, Greg Abbott is in McAllen for a reason, I think, is because they feel confident about how they're going to do in South Texas. But, the races are tight, are a little bit tighter now, but there's still a lot to be counted. But I think it's still early in the evening, but a long ways to go.
Yeah, indeed. So, we talked to Cliff Tatum. He's the elections administrator for Harris County a couple of weeks ago in Inside Texas Politics. They have two counting machines for 782 precincts, polling locations in Harris County. He said they anticipate just there in Houston to be counting up until 2 a.m. This was before a judge allowed polls to stay open an extra hour. Right. How late are you guys anticipating that it might be tonight before we get a clear idea of which way things are going?
Yeah, we're always preparing for a late night. It'll be well into the night. This is, in Harris County, that's always, it's obviously the most populous county, so there's always a pretty long wait. So we're expecting to go well into the night here. There's going to be obviously a lot of eyes. Obviously, there's a lot of attention too about the process too. So, we know Harris County and all the other counties are going to be very careful just to make sure that that accurate information is coming out. So we're expecting for it to be a pretty late night.